Hey guys, hope you're doing good. Welcome to another video. In this video, this is a very exciting video in which we are going to build an agentic ecosystem which extracts the job from LinkedIn, analyzes the job, and analyzes it against the resume or the skill set that you have, and then gives a performance score. So basically, what this agentic ecosystem is doing is it is basically telling you whether you can apply for a particular job or not. We can also go ahead and store this particular information on our database and then analyze it and come back later. So this is one of the use cases that I've been working on how can I make my life better by understanding what the job market is and trying to extract the relevant jobs from LinkedIn. So in this use case, how this agentic ecosystem fits, we are going to discuss that today. And more importantly, we are going to do it through LangGraph and Pydantic AI. So in the past, we have explored what LangGraph is and how can it do the orchestration of the AI through the complete flows of adding the nodes and then adding the graphs and giving it a particular kind of framework. But we've also used it through LangChain or OpenAI Agentic SDK. Okay, so today we are going to use Pydantic AI, which is seemingly very popular and gives the flexibility of usage with LangGraph or any other orchestration tool. So we're going to understand it through LangGraph and Pydantic AI, that how we are going to build this agentic LinkedIn job scraper and analyzer agentic system. Now, let me just give you an overview. So we have already gone through what LangGraph is. LangGraph is an orchestration tool and Pydantic AI is a Python agent framework. So what we are going to do is we are first going to define certain agents which perform certain set of functions, and then connect all these agents in the main.py framework of LangGraph and give it a shape in terms of giving it the skill or giving the ability to analyze a particular job posting and give us certain results based on the skill sets that we already have. So as we go ahead in this video, you will further understand that how we are doing it. But an overview of the framework is like what the basis the prompt that I'll be giving. The prompt that I'll be giving is fetch product management jobs. Basis the prompt, the first agent will go to the LinkedIn and it will use the RapidAPI key to extract job details from LinkedIn, and then the job details agent will actually extract the job description of the particular job posting. The job analyzer agent will compare the job description with the skill sets that I already have, that I have already provided it in the prompts, and then giving me a score, a confidence score from 1 to 100, whether I am a good fit for this job or not. And then I'll be getting the final result. So this is going to be a very short and exciting video about a common use case of building an agentic system. So I've been exploring this space of how can I improve my job search, how can I find more relevant jobs on LinkedIn, and how can I use it. So this short agentic system is a step ahead in that direction, and hope you'll enjoy it. So let's go and understand the code step by step. Yeah, so understanding the code, I'll just take you to the code. What I've done is I've built three agents, which is the job extractor agent, the job details agent, and the job analyzer agent. Now what job extractor agent will do is it is going to hit an API, and from that it is going to extract the job IDs for the particular prompt that I provided. So I provided the prompt of product management jobs. So it is going to give me job IDs of the product management job in a particular location. All this can be tweaked in the API itself. From this job IDs, I'm going to provide these job IDs to the job details. The job detail API is going to extract me the description of these jobs, and this description I will analyze and provide to the job analyzer agent over here. And then this analyzer agent, you can see over here my resume pointers are given. So basis the description that it has extracted, it is going to compare it against my resume pointers, and it is going to give me a score of confidence score of 1 to 100, as in how relevant this job is. So this is the complete agentic ecosystem. Coming to the job extractor agent, what I have done over is, first I have defined this agent. The model is OpenAI model that I'm using. The keys I have stored in the .env file. The system prompt is, you are an assistant that extracts job IDs from LinkedIn job search results, right? And when given search results for job, extract the job IDs. And the result type is, I want the result type in this class format that I have written: job IDs, title and company. Okay, so basically I am only extracting the job IDs over here. If you have other use cases, you can definitely extract title, company, or any other information that you want from the API. Now this API I am taking from rapidapi.com, wherein you can create a free account and you can uh, take it for testing purposes. So this API, what it does is, so from get company details, uh, what I'm doing is I'm integrating this API using the RapidAPI key to get the job IDs of the particular jobs. Okay, so this code has been integrated as a function in the agent. Now when the function is called, right, when the function when the agent is called over here, the agent is going to use job. So I have defined a tool wherein the agent can use the search LinkedIn jobs tool function and extract the job information or the job IDs from here. Now see, you can see over there that the function is called over here, and all the code has been given the description. You can obviously go back to the code and analyze and write it for yourself. What I've done over here is, I have defined job search agent dot tool. Okay, so this means that job search agent can use the below function. So this is a decorator that I've used here. So this function whole, this whole function can be used as a tool by this job search agent. So what does this tool do? What this tool does is that it is going to uh, call the search LinkedIn jobs tool, right? And it is going to so what does search LinkedIn jobs tool does is, it is going to take in various parameters. So herein the parameters that, and this is as per the requirement over here, wherein the API is defined. So basically what I'm doing over here is I'm defining the API as a function in my job description tool. Okay, right? So I'll just show you. So I've defined the various parameters and headers. Header, as per this function over here, headers we have to define, and we have to define the parameters, right? And basis these parameters, I'm going to fetch a response from this function, right? So now this agent is going to call this function, which is going to hit the API and fetch me the job IDs for this, for the particular keyword that I'm giving to the agent, right? So this is my job extractor agent. What So first I'm going to understand all the three agents, and then how we are going to connect by fetching these job IDs and providing these job IDs to the other agents. We'll see in the later part when I discuss the main.py. So this is the job extractor agent, wherein I have defined the search agent and I have defined the function for the API, wherein the API can take in particular parameters of keyword, location, date, and sort most relevant, and then give me the job IDs in a list format, right? List format, job search ID. Then again in job details, agent, what I've done is I have defined a different API which takes in the job IDs and gives me the job information. So again, the job detail API you can find over here is, I'll just go here, job API, get job details, right? So we can see in job details agent, the query string is the job ID, and basis this the response is given as the description of the job. So the same thing we have we'll be doing over here. What we are doing is, we will provide it with a particular job ID, and then basis that we are going to fetch certain kind of response in terms of the job description of those job IDs, right? So again, this function is defined over here, which is as per the API of RapidAPI, and the agent has been defined over here. The model remains the same. The system prompt says that you are an assistant that analyzes LinkedIn job details. When given detailed information about the job posting, the key information including job title, company name, etc., structure this information clearly so that it can be used for job matching or analysis, right? So basically what I'm asking it through the system prompt is that uh, when I'll give you the job ID, okay, I need the information such as job title, company name, location, job description, etc., and I want this information in this format. Okay, now this format is job ID, title, company, location, description. Although I'll be using the parameter, the description parameter only, these other parameters can also be used basis the API. Okay, and then this description is fed to the job analyzer agent. Again, we have defined one more agent over here, and this agent, what it does is, basis the system prompt we are going to understand, you are an assistant that compares the job details of the LinkedIn job postings with my with my with my resume pointers. Basis the comparison, you will provide me with the following: a confidence score of 0 to 100, a summary of the job posting, and the list of required skills and experience levels for each job posting, right? And then I've also given it my resume pointers, that I have 5+ years of experience in product management, I have strong analytical skills, proficient in Python, SQL, etc., etc., etc. So basis the job description, what it is going to do, it is going to compare it against these parameters that are over here, and then give me a confidence score of 0 to 100, saying that yes, this job is relevant to you or this job is not relevant to you. All right. So these are the three agents that we have defined over here. And what now in main.py, what we are going to do is we will sort of connect these agents to create our agentic ecosystem. Okay, so now that we have built the three agents of job extractor, job details, and job analyzer, what we are going to do is we are going to connect these agents through LangGraph orchestration framework. In the we have gone through this before in our previous videos of understanding this framework. So at first, what we are going to do is we are going to define the agent states. So in this agent state class, states are passed between the agents in the workflow, as in whatever the information that is being used in different nodes and is stored, that is first defined in the agent state, right? Then we are going to define the nodes. What our nodes will be doing is each of these nodes is going to call one function, one agent, retrieve the information from that agent, and it is going to feed that information to the next node, right? So for example, my extract node, which is a function, it is going to call the job extractor agent, and it is going to retrieve the job IDs from here, and then the next it is going to feed these job IDs to the to this function, which is the details function, and it is going to feed these job IDs to this function, which is in turn going to extract the job description, and this job description is going to be fed to this function, which is a node, and it is going to analyze it basis my resume scores, and then is going to give me a score. All right, so these are the three nodes that are defined over here, and then we are going to build the workflow graph. First we are going to add the nodes, so these nodes are added, and then we are going to add the edges. So this is a completely sequential workflow wherein we connect the job extractor agent at the start, and then next we connect the job details agent, and then next we connect the job analyzer agent, which is going to end our workflow. So this is a completely sequential workflow. Obviously complexities can be introduced in terms of achieving a parallel or a router workflow to reduce the lag time or to carry the function in a more effective manner, but this is a more simplistic example where we are just taking mostly a sequential workflow. All right, now we are going to compile the workflow and give it a prompt, right, in the initial state. So in the initial state, the prompt that I'm giving is please fetch the job ID for product manager keyword, right? Now this initial state in terms of the search keyword is going to be fed through this function, all right, the extract function, which is a node, and it is we are going to call the job search over here, agent over here, and we are going to give the search keyword, that is the initial prompt that I have given. So I am asking job search agent to give me the information or to extract the job IDs of product manager in Mumbai location. How it is doing it? So for that we have to run to our job extractor agent again. So we are calling this agent over here, we are giving the search keyword. Now in the job extractor agent, what is happening is this agent receives the system prompt and makes use of this tool. Now in this tool it searches for basis the keyword that we had given earlier. It searches for product manager. The keyword is product management jobs in the location. So the location ID has been given as Mumbai, right? So it provides me with responses in this format, right? Job IDs, title and company. So basically we basis the product manager keyword, we are able to receive the job IDs of product management job in the location of Mumbai. So this all parameters can be fed in this API. Okay. Now again coming to this, we have stored this we have stored only two job IDs in the job IDs parameter. Okay, we have stored because again due to paucity of complexity, reducing the complexity, for that purpose we are only going to store two job IDs, and then this node is going to return this job ID in the form of a list. Okay, then what happens is these job IDs are fed to my job details agent. How is that being done? Is that now we have described we have sort of defined an empty list over here, and for job in state job IDs. So here what it is doing is, this function is doing is, it is going to go through each of these job IDs, and then basis these job IDs it is going to call the job details agent. Now in detail what is happening is await job details agent dot run job. So for the first job ID, this job details agent is being called, right? Now what happens in job details agent is, when we are feeding it with the job ID, okay, so this agent is being called and it makes use of this tool, and this tool calls this function, which is the job details tool, and basis the job ID that we have provided, job ID parameter is taken over here, it gives me a response of job description and other details as well, like job title, company, location, description, required skills, etc. Everything about that particular job ID. Now we are only extracting, so in the main.py, what we are doing is we have gotten the response from this agent and stored it in detail, right? Now what we are doing is we are storing the description in this dictionary that we have defined over there, in this list that we are defined over here. We are storing this information. What information that we are storing? We are storing the description of which is being fetched against these job IDs. Now this description is fed to the job analyzer agent. So again for each job description, the job analyzer agent is being called and the job description is being passed. So again what happens here is, when the job description is being passed, so what this job analyzer agent does is, it is said that you are an assistant that compares the job details of the LinkedIn job. So the job description that is being given to you, what you're going to do is, you are going to give me a confidence score of 0 to 100 for each job posting basis on how well it matches my resume. Okay, then summary of the job posting and list of required skills and experience levels for each job posting, right? and then I have defined my resume pointers, as in what I want this job description to be compared to. So my resume pointers are 5 years experience, strong analytical skills, that we have already discussed, right? So this is going to compare it with that, and then give me what is it giving me? It is giving me the job score. Okay, job score. How do we analyze the job score? How do we get the job score? We get the job score by taking, because we are getting the response in a list format, so we are taking the first response dot score. Okay, and this is stored in this job score parameter. So these are the three nodes that we are defined over here, and then we are going to compile this workflow, and then here what we are going to do is we are going to call this agent await workflow.ai invoke initial status. So basically based on the initial state wherein we are giving the prompt, other parameters we are not giving anything, that is being automatically taken in the successive functions. So basis this initial state we are defining this, and we are going to call the agent, and once the agent is called, we are going to get the results, and we are going to check out how are we going to get the results basis this agentic ecosystem. All right. So let's hop into the terminal and get let's see what you are getting. Okay, so we'll go ahead and test the response and see how uh, how our system is responding, how our agentic ecosystem is responding. So Python, not py. Okay, this is not in this library. LangGraph, cd LangGraph. I'm going to zoom it, right? Okay, so we have got two job IDs over here, great, for the product manager jobs. Okay, so our first agent has completed the job. This is the first job description of the ID. This is the first job description, as in the job description of the first job. Okay, this is the job description of the second job. Okay, and we are okay, so we are getting the job score of 40 basis my resume. All right, so yeah, I think the agent is performing good for us, as in what it is doing is it is taking in the a simple input from the user that I want the jobs of product manager roles. Okay, and then basis that it is giving me the job IDs, the job description of the product manager roles, and then giving me a confidence score of 40. Like, basis my resume and my capabilities, there is only a 40% match between the skills that I have and the skills that is being desired by the organization. Now you can also go ahead and sort of ask the agent to give you a response that you're not really eligible for this, try for the next job. You can also go ahead and store all this information in the database. You can sort of get a one line summary for these job description, and then store the job score in a database. You can also fetch the key relevant persons details, the URL of the job posting, etc. All this information can be stored by you in a particular database. So what I'm trying to say over here is that this sneak peek into this agent can open a sort of direction into a very viable use case of implementation of an agentic system which captures the relevant job information and does a lot of work for you. So say so at the end of the day, you come here, you just give a prompt to your agentic ecosystem, and then it retrieves all the information, it gives you the job postings URL on a clean data sheet, and you can see, yes, these are the job information that I can apply to today. I can talk to these many people, and this thus it makes your work easier, which is again the the point, which is the point of the AI and the agentic system that you're working on. So hope you liked the video. I'll see you in the next one. If you liked it and you are here with me till the end, please like, share and subscribe the video. Thank you so much.